bit of an old-school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Cleveland with the ball. Mobley outside. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by Towns. From deep, Brunson nailed from three-point land.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Okoro with it. Mitchell right side. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. New York has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Anunoby. Cavaliers with the rebound. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Cavaliers are gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Okoro wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Knicks on offense. Bridges, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Kenny Atkinson, DA.
We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Back to Strus. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
Anunoby with the screen for Brunson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Mobley a screen on Brunson. Hard against Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okoro, and it's good from the elbow. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Anunoby. Covered by Okoro. Anunoby, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since they've gotten underway. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Mitchell, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
A big man with a big finish.
Here's Mobley. Rebounded by Hart. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Towns. And it's right in for Jalen Brunson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell with it, hard covering. The three from Strus. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And it's Strus missing. By himself. And Anunoby slams it in.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Miles McBride. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's right in at the 1 spot.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Mobley. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Tucker driving inside. And Tucker slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Achiuwa. The dunk by Achiuwa.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Porter passes to Mobley. Launches it. And another miss by Cleveland. New York leading by 12. Wright outside. Robinson sets a screen for Wright. Back to Robinson. The shake. And finished off by Robinson.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Porter, no luck. Now the Knicks with it. They've got an 8-0 run. Now, here's Achiuwa. Covered by Okoro. Trains it from beyond the arc. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
McBride's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 17.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And with a monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Knicks.
Here's Wright, and he makes good on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Mobley. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. And both free throws good for Mobley. The Knicks leading by 15. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Strus kicks to Allen. Outside Porter. Buries it from 3-point range. Porter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
Let's just say that was an ill-advised pass there. Very close to a turnover.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Got loose and stolen by Anunoby. That's a 2 from Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Garland is checked in for Ty Jerome.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
A drive by Garland. And Thompson kicks to Hunter. Thompson sets the pick for Hunter. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Garland's got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Anunoby. They get the rebound. And Towns throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Knicks leading by 12. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Okeke in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive. I love watching Garland because you can just watch his confidence grow, especially when he's out here running these pick and rolls.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mitchell outside. From the arc, cranes the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Bridges shot good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully. This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Pass to Tucker. Towns kicks to Achua. The tray. Cavaliers with the rebound. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
The wide open look here for Garland. Here's Thompson. Hunter, the pass to Garland. With the teardrop. Yep, that one goes in there. 10 points for him.
Fantastic execution with the floater. Garland is just a fearless scorer.
Brunson barreling into the rim.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. Cavaliers making a switch here. Porter's checked in, and a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart comes in for P.J. Tucker. Miles McBride's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Porter, no luck. The Knicks leading by 11. Right side. Trying to find Hart. Gets it to him. New York moving the ball around. Robinson misses. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Achua. Wright finds Robinson. Over Thompson. Robinson misses.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Okeke. The Cavaliers with another miss. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Fires the 3. They get it again. Robinson kicks to Wright. Here's Hart. Kept alive by New York. And McBride gets it to go. 1:20 left to play here in the third. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Wright. Hands it from downtown.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Anunoby has the open look. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Anunoby's got 5 now.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Porter kicks to Hunter. Pass to Okeke. Fires from deep. Here's Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
This is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
McBride passes to Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 12. 7-second difference, shot the game clock. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Mitchell against Wright. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Anunoby. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Josh Hart out there with Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Mobley wide open. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Towns penetrating. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And how about the game from Towns? So the combination of that height and shooting probably unmatched in the NBA.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Towns for 3. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
For 3, Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Towns at the heart. Brunson outside. 5 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. 3-pointer. And it's Struz with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Towns wide open. The quick look, no good that time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Okoro shot is off. The Knicks leading by 9. Brunson with a clean look. Jalen Brunson caps off the break.
And the all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Here's Okoro. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Bridges sets the screen for Brunson. Pass to Towns. Over Allen. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Towns has got 7 points for the quarter.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Mitchell wide open. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, I guess we can give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Mitchell. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
New York leading by 11. Brunson outside. Stolen by Mitchell. One-on-one here from deep three-point territory. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. For 3, Bridges. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Knicks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brunson the pass to Towns. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And here is Mitchell.
Did you see where he shot that from?
Yeah.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They
impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
The 3 from Mitchell. And here's Hunter for 3. Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Holiday taking his time here. Over Mitchell. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Garland way outside. Holiday grabs the miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's Tatum missing. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Hunter, a screen on Holiday. Yep, that one goes.
The defense has to get up inside and press Mitchell. He's thinking of shooting it whenever he has the ball.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by Boston. Fades and shoots. Hunter can't get it to go.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look. Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Garland for 3. Allen, the pass to Mitchell. Goes back up. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And it's Tatum missing. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Garland for 3. He drops it from range.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. They trail by 3. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play to the middle. It's stolen by Hunter. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. 4-3. Allen, the pass to Strus. Goes up with it again.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The fadeaway. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, Allen is usually the last stop the ball makes, but he selflessly gives it up to a wide open guy.
Pass to Tatum. Holiday, a screen on Hunter. Tatum gets the bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Mitchell over Holiday. Mitchell misses. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too. I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this way.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Holiday has the open look. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garland against White. And here's Strus outside. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Great positioning on the putback.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 5.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside Mitchell. Allen, right side. Pass to Garland. And he comes up with a bucket. 7 points in the game.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play has earned them a... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
They've got Darius Garland. Chuma Okeke is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Mitchell in at the point guard position. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. And the basket by Brown.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Mitchell with room to shoot. And another basket for Cleveland.
Mitchell.
Celtics trail by 6. Holiday passes to Brown. Tatum with it. The three is up. JT for 3.
Oh, the ball handling of Tatum. It's what separates him from other star wings.
Outside Mitchell. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. It's Brown on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. In transition, here they come. Okeke can't hit. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. White for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Right wing. Here's Okeke. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Brown passes to Porzingis with the fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Hunter with the ball. Hunter the screen. Here's Strus. Outside Garland. Second chance shot. Mitchell misses.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Oh, the long arms of Tatum. Man, do they come in handy on the glass.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Porzingis finds Tatum. Takes a 3. They get it again. That shot, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. He buries it from 3. Now it's a 4-point Cleveland lead, and it just seems like shelf life for head coaches gets shorter and shorter. Stan, even winning coaches aren't safe.
Yeah, even the teams in the top 2 or 3 of their conference are sometimes opting to make a change. In that kind of environment, it's a challenge to coach with any real authority.
The 3 from Mitchell. Holiday grabs the miss.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. The drive by Garland, outside Mitchell. Over Holiday, and all around the rim that time before dropping. Mitchell's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
They get it back, and there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Strus. Wade comes in for Hunter. Merrill, he's checked in for Darius Garland. And Jerome subbed in for Mitchell. Tatum, good.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Holiday. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Jerome's got his first 2 points of the night. Celtics trail by 4. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick to Tatum. White on the wing. No good with the triple. Thompson passes to Jerome. For 3. Pure from three-point range. And it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And the first half now in the books. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Yeah, look, even when you put a body on him, he finds ways to extend possessions.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Luke Cornett, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 2. Here's Wade. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Cornett passes to Pritchard. That shot missing. The Cavaliers lead by 4. The 3. Porter, the pass to Jerome. Here's Wade. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Okoro. Gets the 3 ball to go. Okoro's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Lots of room. And the shot goes down. And Cleveland has possession. Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. Wade. And Cleveland another 3.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Pass to Hauser. Down low. Cornett passes to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Horford outside. From behind the arc. Is rebounded by Okoro. The Cavaliers lead by 5. Porter looks it over. He was all alone on that one.
You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Horford for 3. Hey, Horford from range.
And hey, I mean, Horford can make this shot. Give him any breathing room, and he's always ready to shoot.
Jerome on the wing. Here's Wade. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Hauser. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jerome. Back to Wade. Now here's Porter. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Porter's got 5 now.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Jerome. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Pritchard. Sends it home from three-point land. And now it's just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Pritchard driving inside. Pass to Horford. Releases from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Horford's got his third basket on the night right there.
You see the great fundamentals. Horford sets up with a quick shot off the feed. No hesitation.
Mobley, no good. Celtics trail by 3. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. From deep three-point land. And again, Boston with the triple. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Here's Jerome. He's got 5. This one for 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Here's Pritchard. From deep three-point land. The shot off that time.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got DeAndre Hunter. Darius Garland is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Strus in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Here's Hauser. Uncovered. Out to Craig. Over Strus. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. The 3-ball. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
And here's Horford for 3. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point lead to the inside. Horford with a steal. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And again, it's Cleveland converting. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Here's Cornette. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Cavaliers lead by 8. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Stolen by Mitchell. Over Holiday. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pass to Tatum. From the top of the key. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Garland. Cleveland again missing. Strus against White. Second chance effort. Kick out to Brown. Outside Tatum. Off target with the 3. And here comes Cleveland. It's been 8 unanswered for them. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Holiday. Celtics trail by 8. It's a one-on-one situation. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
From deep, Mitchell. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
2 minutes.
White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
From the wing, Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And the shot is good by Garland.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Holiday against Mitchell. White for 3. Strus grabs the miss.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And down it goes. 2 points. And it's a 6-point Cleveland lead.
It's Spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
There's Tatum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. Allen against Porzingis. No coverage that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Here's Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Yeah, what vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Garland against White. Garland, he's open. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there. Here's Holiday.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so the Cavaliers take the win. A clean win. And one where they clearly showed better.
Plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. Brunson, good.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, right into that shot.
Knicks lead 3-0.
Outside, Porzingis. Tatum at the elbow. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Goes up on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Bridges, and Bridges jams it in.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their feet with that dunk.
You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court, and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. See if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. New York shooting their first free throw of the game here. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. It's good from about 19 feet.
In the medium range area, Porzingis catches the ball in turn. He almost treats it like a post-up.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Porzingis. Brown outside. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. It's Hart on the wing. Bridges kicks to Hart. Pass to Towns. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
If you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
How about the response from Brunson, nailing 3 of his own?
Stolen by Brunson.
Knicks lead 20.
Pass to Towns. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
The kick out to Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum with it. Back to Holiday. Driving in. Tatum finds Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul. If you were defending him last season, 85% is what he made from the line.
Well, the lefty listed at 6'1", Jalen Brunson, is a bit of a different matchup. He's just so physical, and he can play on and off the ball. Dare I call it funky?
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And both free throws good for Brunson. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Holiday. He takes it in, and it's blocked by Brunson. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
Number 2, Miles McBride.
There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Brunson. No good with the layup. It could go. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Achua in the corner. Back to Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson, that's good.
This is what Robinson does. Puts it in when he's around the 10.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's an 18-point game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. That one drops for him. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Really left alone that time. White's got 6 points.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that time.
Brunson, no good. Celtics trail by 21. The kick out to Brown. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Here's Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Holiday. Here's Cornette. Takes it off the glass.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Brunson outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the
6 to shoot.
2 minutes.
And he lays it straight in. 15 points in the game.
And Brunson capable here of having these binges, scoring the basketball.
Holiday finds Brown.
Yeah, easy call.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
For the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. P.J. Tucker comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Wright. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Brown. For three. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. McBride passes to Towns.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Knicks lead 45-22.
Here's Pritchard. Brown dishes to Horford. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Tucker. The Knicks leading by 23. Pass to Achua. Brown against Towns. To the paint. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Horford has a wide open look. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The kick out to Wright. Now McBride. And the dunk by Towns.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
And it's blocked. Tucker with the ball. Leaps for it. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Substitution for your Knicks. Mitchell Robinson. Josh Hart.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Cornette. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks rolling along with it. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Tucker in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Brown. And for the Knicks, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Tucker. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson misses. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pritchard passes to Horford. And the 3 off target. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Hart, that's good.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
Cornette. Boston, no good that time either.
so weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul. And the Knicks making a change here. Lights checked in. Inside. And Robinson throws it down.
And that's Mitchell Robinson's attitude. Anywhere around the rim, he's going to rock it.
And he gets it back. Fires for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Robinson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
Anunoby, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Outside, Horford. The three. And the Celtics another three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Bridges for three. And he's good on the three ball. Bridges has got 5 now.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down three, he can add it to the list.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wright finds Hart. Wright looking around. Right side Robinson. It's hauled in by Cornett. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Horford from outside. Boston again missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment is a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. And it's Wright missing. Celtics have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Launches the three. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Anunoby has the open look. Bangs home the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Pritchard passes to Cornett. A wide open look here for Craig. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Towns with the bucket.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
Here's Hauser. Defended by Bridges. Pass to Hauser. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And the three ball is good.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. It's rebounded by New York. 23 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer right, and again, New York with the triple.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Pritchard gets the bucket. 6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. With 1 on the clock, that shot off. And so it's New York sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Celtics shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
81-38.
Outside Holiday. Out to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved with a full team effort. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Jalen Brunson was checked in for New York. Bridges shot. Good.
A capable shooter from all 3 levels. And Bridges with the smooth release.
Mikal Bridges. Knicks lead, 84.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Holiday against Brunson. And Holiday kicks to White. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Knicks ball.
New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Bridges, and again it's New York.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
86-40.
Holiday against Brunson. Outside Holiday. Brown outside. Right side Holiday. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. On the wing, Bridges from downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Tatum at the elbow. Puts up a 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Porzingis with the steal. And here's Holiday. Five on the clock. Trying to get something going. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Pass to Anunoby. Tatum against Hart. Towns, the pass to Hart. New York needs to get off a shot. Anunoby against Brown. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for New York.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Brunson.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pass to Porzingis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That's from...
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
Payne's shot is good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either. Now here's Payne. Puts up a deep three. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better bet.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. They've got Okoro. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Mitchell in at the point. Outside Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Garland against Brunson. Allen, the pass to Hunter. Back to Allen. Out to the wing. Garland for 3. Another shot. And Allen puts it in.
You know what? That's all about hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job on the offensive glass by Jared Allen.
And here's Hunter for 3. Drops in the 3. Hunter's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Towns can't get it to go.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Now here's Garland. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Screen by Bridges. Here's Brunson outside. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 9-3. Right side Garland. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Okoro.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Hunter. Clock at 6. Knocks down the long J. Hunter's got 8. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks.
Mitchell up top. He's guarded by Bridges.
Mitchell Robinson.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And the Knicks making a change here. Wright's checked in. Knicks trail by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jared Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Wright. Pass to Robinson. Anunoby with it. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the three-point shot in response. Wow.
19-11.
And it's It's Garland on the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Mitchell. It's stolen by Hart. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
The 3 from Mitchell. Gets the 3 to fall. Mitchell's got 5.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Outside Strus. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break up 12. And it's their And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
With their offense clicking on all cylinders, they own that first quarter.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
They've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's the group for New York starting the second. Porter gets the bucket. Knicks trail by 12. And here's Brunson from the arc. Cavaliers with a rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
Counted from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient. Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Cleveland leading by 13. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Strus the pass to Hunter. Back to Strus. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Fast break, New York. Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. And it's Brunson again missing. Cleveland has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Tucker comes in for Hart. And Achua is subbed in for Anunoby. And Cleveland with a change here too. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. The 3 is up. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Bridges. Brunson's got 8 points.
Well, the high-valued three-point shot from the corners, Jalen Brunson steps in and knocks it down.
Porter gets the bucket.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Max Strus picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
Pass to Hunter. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Strus the pass to Hunter. Now Okoro. Achua defending. 4 on the clock. From deep, Strus. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Wright drives it. Robinson gets the bucket.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority. He does there.
Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Wright with the bucket.
You have to account for Jelon Wright at the cup. This guy has good size at his position.
Ooh, poked away. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Mobley, no good. Knicks trail by 13. Here's Anunoby. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Anunoby's got 5.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Pass to Strus. Okoro outside. Porter from outside. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Okoro. The kick to Hunter. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson outside. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Cavaliers lead.
And that concludes the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 8. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen DeAndre Hunter really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Sam Merrill out there with Mitchell. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Dean Wade. Oh, Donovan Mitchell! He's got springs in those legs.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, BA? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Knocks it down from distance. Anunoby's got 9.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Mitchell with the ball, hard covering, and that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Jared Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Darius Garland comes in for Merrill. Bridges against Garland. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Sinks it from distance. 12 points for him.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Pass to Mitchell.
42.
Garland for three. Outside for Mitchell. Launches the three. It's hauled in by Robinson. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a one-point game. Here's Anunoby. Bridges outside. Back to Anunoby for the lead. Bridges passes to Robinson, and they take the lead.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor. There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And some changes here for New York. Tucker's checked in for Hart. Achua comes in for Anunoby. And Wright subbed in for Brunson. Jerome's checked in for Cleveland.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
46.
Wright against Mitchell. The slam by Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness. Throw it down, Donovan Mitchell, just exploding off the floor.
Achua with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Wade. Let's go with a three. Achua with a rebound. And here's New York now. They're on an 18-7 run. Now McBride. 1:52 left in the third. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
From deep, Mitchell. And Wright with the defensive effort. New York leading by 5. Here's Achua. Pass to Robinson. Outside McBride. Back to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, boy, 7 foot and athletic. That is spectacular by Mitchell Robinson.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Oh, with confidence, Mitchell.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And here's Wright from the arc. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Mitchell. Back to Jerome. For three, Allen fires in the triple. And it's now just a 1-point Knick lead.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
New York, no good that time either. For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Here's McBride. Drains the triple. McBride's got 7 points. Robinson with a steal. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Cavaliers trail by 4. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Achua in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's McBride. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Tucker. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright.
Did enough to make it a 2-possession game. Every point counts, especially down the stretch.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Porter. The three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hart. Kicks it out Towns. Pass to McBride. The three is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. McBride's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can tell Karl Anthony Towns is about the team. This guy's solid at working the basketball around.
The offensive rebound. Now here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Porter from outside. On target from range.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
It's stolen by Hunter. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. And Anunoby finds Hart. And he makes it on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Mobley. Takes the three. And the three-pointer goes. Mobley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Double team on Towns. And Anunoby with it. Brunson with it. Guarded by Garland. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
New York making a switch here. Bridges is checked in. Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Porter Jr. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. From behind the arc. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Anunoby.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
The three from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
And here's Brunson from the arc. It's kept alive. Anunoby for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. A minute 15 left in the final quarter. And here's Hunter from the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks leading by 4. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Outside Anunoby. Here's the 3. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
I'll tell you, OG Anunoby showing you what could happen if he puts it all together. Doing work, OG.
Left side, Garland. Okoro passes to Garland. And here's Mitchell. Outside Hunter. 5 on the clock. The 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. For New York, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Great open look there. And now it's a 10-point New York lead.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Knicks.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Josh Hart.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And that one's good for Brunson.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And an Obi for three. Hits the trifecta.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they need.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Fires in the triple. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns passes to Hart. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And an Obi for three. No good there. So New York wins it. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off.
say this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the one spot. Strus's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Holiday looking over the floor. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Holiday.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A three from Porzingis. Boston again missing. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's Garland. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. For Boston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
The Celtics have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And Mitchell launches it from deep. They get it back. Allen. From the left block, he sends it through.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Tatum with the screen on Mitchell. Outside Tatum. The shot. And he connects with the jumper.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Garland with it. And stolen by White. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Down low. Here's Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Cavaliers with the rebound. Garland with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. For three, Mitchell. Here's Allen. Nice D from Porzingis.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
Plays mature and under control. Holiday doesn't need the flashy plays. He's very comfortable with that mid-range.
Misses off the left iron. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Porzingis finds Brown. Rebounded by Allen.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another three for Cleveland.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Over Mobley. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Garland. Nothing on the board from deep. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made one of them. And stolen by Mobley. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pulls up from the corner. A second chance effort. And Tatum pulls it down.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game. Here's White. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Wade out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Max Strus. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in at the 1.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Garland surveying the D. Rebounded by the Celtics. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Now Strus. After the missed 3 from Derek White.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Launches a 3. And it's Strus with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Good on the triple.
Jared
Allen's got 5 now.
3.
Look, if Allen is going to hit that shot, your whole defensive strategy has to change.
Brown with the screen on Garland. Pass to White. Lets it go with the 3. Drills it from outside. He's got 6.
Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Merrill can't hit. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The game now all time. For Cleveland, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Garland dishes to Allen. With the fadeaway. Up top, Garland. Hasn't made one yet. 2 points. That one goes.
That is absolutely a shot that Garland has in his back pocket just for moments like this.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And play stops. The whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the 1, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Pass to Tatum. They set the screen. There's Tatum's range on display.
You look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
Garland with the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Garland. Pritchard passes to Tatum, and here is Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. Like when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Merrill with the ball. White covering. Garland the pass away. From outside the arc. Jason Tatum grabs the ball. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over Wade. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
And here's Strus for 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Here's Hunter. And the shot falls short this time.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Cleveland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Boston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Here's Jerome. Here's Thompson. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He finishes with thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second-half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Torrey Craig is out there with Horford, and it's Cornette in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Craig. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Spins. Here's Jerome. Converts after the nice spin. Jerome's got 5 points now in the quarter. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. No good again that time. Cleveland leading by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Jerome, no good. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Horford finds Craig from deep three-point land. Boston again missing.
And I thought that was going to drive. Looked good from here.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Fades back. And Horford pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And the basket by Hauser. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Merrill passes to Thompson. From deep. No good. Shot missing. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Hauser. Pass to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Jerome. And another miss by Cleveland. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. To the wing right side. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Porzingis is checked in for the Celtics. Holiday comes in for Pritchard. Green is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Thompson. Wade on the wing. Thompson finds Wade. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
and you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Offline with his three.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Wade. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jerome passes to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford.
You know what you're going to get from Thompson? Strength, toughness, and grit.
No luck that time either. Boston trailing. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Hauser's got 6 points. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Porzingis. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Hunter, no good. They play the clock right, they go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Horford. And all around to win that time before dropping in. Horford's got his first points in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Thompson. Wade sets the pick for Thompson and stolen by Horford. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Here's Jerome to end the run. Count that bucket. Jerome's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Holiday, the pass to Hauser. Back to Holiday. 3 seconds left, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a...
And so it's Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Whoa! Tatum capping off the alley-oop.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. The rebound by the Celtics. White looking around. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 14.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Tatum. And it's Boston with another.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Garland dishes to Mitchell. Hands it from downtown.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell, or else he will punish you right off the catch.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Mobley is screened. Here's Mitchell. Tries again. Mobley misses. Celtics leading by 13. Here's White. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Mitchell. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's such a determined offensive player. It's not enough to get the bucket. Mitchell wants the and one also.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Fires from the corner. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Oh, this man can move in transition. Like, look at Mitchell's eyes. They just light up when he's on the break.
Outside, White from past the arc. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Garland, that's for 2. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Mitchell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Later on, Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Celtics leading by 9. Outside Tatum. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
A 3 from Garland. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Porzingis with a screen on Mobley. Tatum. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing. Brown, no good. And here are the Cavaliers. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Mobley right side. A 3 ball. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Showing poise in the clutch. Mobley has that quiet confidence.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Mitchell way outside. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And here's Holiday. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
Now, New York starting 5. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the 1. Now here's Brunson. Launches it. The shot no good. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's New York now. And here's Brunson from the arc. Tries again. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. There's the 3. Count it from distance.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Outside Porzingis. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Sends it home from three-point land. Holiday's got 5.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Here's Tatum, and then Tatum slams it in.
You don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla, and it's no surprise that Jalen Brunson is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me Jason is a 3-level scorer and a master of the pick and roll, and no matter what you do, you can't speed him up. He's going to read the defense, play at his pace, and try to pick you apart. It's always a chess match against Brunson, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Knocks down the long J. He's got 7.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Brunson again missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the basket by Holiday.
What ferocity from Holiday there. Even when you try to bully him on the drive, it's like he just shrugs it off.
And Hart with a basket on the assist by Brunson.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Bridges finds Towns. Back to Bridges. Brunson against Holiday. Pass to Hart. Now here's Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. .157 left to play in the first. And that one's good for Brunson.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Here's Holiday. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in.
You know, one thing you got to love about Drew Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Here's Holiday. drops in the layup for 2. Holiday's got 12 points in the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Brunson with it, guarded now by Holiday. 3-pointer. And the Knicks, another 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Brunson against Holiday. Fires from deep. Robinson passes to Brunson. Here's Hart. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. For 3. Knocks down the triple. Hart's got his second basket. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Bridges misses. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
A physical guard who plays with no fear. Holiday doesn't get to the line as often as you think.
Holiday hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And here's Wright from the arc. Here's Robinson. Oh, sweet move. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
Here's Holiday. Banked it in off the glass. Holiday's got 18.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Here's Wright. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for Boston. Oh, what a quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. They've got DeLon Wright. Josh Hart is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Offensive rebound. Robinson. Crafty move. And a big finish by Robinson.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about
perfect execution from Porzingis.
You see the reach of Porzingis. His length is what makes him a prime-time alley-oop threat.
Celtics lead by 6. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Holiday hits them both. For New York, they've gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Snatched up. The kick out to Brunson. Outside Tucker. Back to Brunson. And stolen by Holiday. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And the jam by Brown.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Here's Towns. Got a hand on it. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line.
And you love his aggressive approach offensively, drawing foul calls left and right.
And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Holiday, and he gets that one. Holiday's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Brunson. There's the block. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by New York.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Here's Holiday. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Achua against Tatum. Achua passes to Tucker. Here's Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Drew Holiday.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
And so he hits both. We've got 1:28 left in the second. Celtics lead by 6. Here's Holiday. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got 28.
Terrific night for Holiday so far. And I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Knocks it down from distance. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
3 on none, no one back. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 33 points.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Towns, the kick out to Brunson. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
White, good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Cornette passes to Holiday. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Left side Brunson. Hart finds Brunson. From outside, off the mark. Boston leading by 9. And stolen by Brunson. Brunson. It's Robinson, high post. Good on the bucket. Robinson's got 6 points.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Inside goes Brunson. Anunoby for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
It's hard on the wing. And the Knicks, another 3.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Knicks making a switch here. Wright's checked in. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard, pounded by Wright. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. That's tipped. Wright with a steal. Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Right side Hart. Back to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Robinson. Hauser grabs the board. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Foul. Nias Theta. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And New York has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Craig. Here's Hauser. No made baskets yet. Here's Pritchard. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Anunoby for 3. Anunoby on the wing.
2 minutes.
4-3. Pure from 3-point range. Anunoby's got 6 here in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Pritchard, the pass to Craig. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Keita. Now here's Horford. They set a pick. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Hart. Nice D from Horford. Celtics trail by 5. Craig attacking. Yes, it's good. Craig's got his first 2 points.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Wright finds Robinson. Shakes him. And a big finish by Robinson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Horford. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for New York. Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. Tucker comes in for Hart. And Achua is subbed in for Anunoby. Right outside. Out to Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Pass to Hauser. Right with a steal. Here's Bridges. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution on Martin. That will Celtic make the payment. Let's give them another round of applause. Make some noise once again.
Here's Holiday. 33 points for him. Up top, Brown. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. The ball's knocked loose. And Porzingis with the block. And so it's the New York Knicks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
White can't hit.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum passes to Holiday. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Goes up off the inbound. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Brunson. Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Bridges. Outside Brunson. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Oh, deflected. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And here's Brunson from the arc. Oh, Brunson nails it from deep. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Outside Tatum. Left side, Brown. Pass to Holiday. And here's White. Fires the 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
On the wing, Tatum. He's guarded by Bridges. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Tatum.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
Here's Holiday. Soft touch off the glass. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
And it's good for 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
The shot by Towns, no good. Celtics trail by 5. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Holiday lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got 41.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York leading by 6. And here's Brunson from the arc. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
New York ball.
New York has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. They get it back. The kick out to Brunson. From downtown, Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Oh, assertive play there by Brown, rising to the challenge of the moment.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments.
Here's Holiday. He connects. And now they trail by just 4.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Tatum driving in. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Tatum. Shot and game clock separated by 5. White for 3. The rebound by Bridges. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Hart with a screen on Holiday. Here's Brunson outside. He can't get that one to fall. And stolen by Brunson. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And it's unfortunate they won't have him for the rest of this one. But they're in the driver's seat right now.
Checking in for the Knicks, number 1, Cameron Payne.
He hits the first one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. Holiday hits them both. So it's the Knicks who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.